Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning tea. I'm your girl, Alex Shipman. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Mr. Courtney Revolution. What's going on, Courtney? Happy Tequila Tuesday.
Hey, Alex. Hey, everybody. I'm Courtney Revolution. Bam! And welcome to Tequila Tuesday. Like Alex just... Hey! I'm doing good, Alex. How you doing today, girl?
I am doing well. Good morning to the Tea Tribe. Of course, let us know in the chat where are you watching the show from this morning and where, more importantly, are you having your tequila from? Because we need to know all the cool tequila we're sipping on today. Courtney, how was your Monday evening? Did you catch up on anything either around the house or on the big screen? Or little screen? What I said?
Alex, I don't know. I might have mentioned this beforehand. I may not have, but just in case I haven't, y'all know I love The Hills. Y'all know I love Lauren Conrad. For those of y'all that are looking for a new The Hills experience, Whitney, one of the other cast members of The Hills, has a YouTube channel, and she reacts to the episodes one by one with her husband, Timmy. Alex, in the least shadiest way possible. When I was younger, I was never as interested. Yeah, I'll say that. I was really as in what Whitney had going on. But as an adult, I feel like I grew up to be Whitney. Like she lives in the same town as me. Like her coffee bean is my coffee bean. Like she live streams her going into the coffee bean. So I've been enjoying watching her and her husband discuss how to raise children and react to The Hills and the sin. It's really good. So that's what I did yesterday. I like to lay in bed, cozy on up, and cut on me. Never thought I would say that.
You're basically Whitney, Courtney. You're Whitney Port.
Alex. I'm literally Whitney
about, right?
Port. I sit on the couch with my boyfriend and I force him to watch The Hills. And I live in the valley just like Whitney. And I go to the same coffee bean just like Whitney. Girl, I might have a son and name him Sonny. Who knows, girl? Who knows?
That is amazing. I have to check that out. I caught up on my 90 Day Fiance yesterday. My Monday was very chill. My Sunday was busy, which is usually my relaxed day. But because I did so many errands on Sunday, I took my Monday to kind of recompress and get my act together. So I caught up on my 90 Day Fiance. And if you're a 90 Day Fiance fan, of course, Tea Tribe, let me know in the chat what you thought of the most recent episode. We're getting some things tied together, some weddings planned, some things that we've been waiting for are happening. They are just characters. I am so obsessed with that show. It's unhealthy. And I love every second of it. Every second of the 2 hours, I am amused. So it's great.
It's 2 hours long, Alex? Oh, was it a premiere?
No, it's always 2 hours, and I always want more. So I appreciate it. Yeah, Courtney.
Honestly, Alex, I really want to say shout out to you and any other 90 Day Fiance and Bachelor fans, because me and my friend, I even had talked to my friend about The Bachelor, because y'all know for the 1 week I was part of the Bachelor Nation girl, and she was saying she even has to break up her viewing into parts because it's so long. Shout out to y'all that have the attention span. Alex, I'd be on my phone, girl. I picked it up.
Courtney, if you record it, then you fast forward through the commercials, so it's really only an hour and a half. Let's be real.
Okay.
I did a little bit. But last night's episode, I didn't record. So I watched the on-demand version, and I did watch all the commercials. So I'm a true fan. That's all I have to say about that. But I want to shout out the Tea Tribe. Thank you, everyone, for all your compliments on my jacket. Courtney, before we went live, actually complimented me as well. I didn't know I was going to get so much love. This is a staple in my closet. I wear probably once a week. Super comfy. And not all leather jackets are comfy, but this is a good one. It moves, and I can dance. Yeah. I could do my Miss Mika dance, actually, Courtney, and I see her in the chat. So I'm able to do that in this leather jacket. So let's do a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tea ya. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Go Mika, happy Tequila Tuesday. Oh, to our good sister Mika all the way out there in Nebraska. Nebraska's actually not this way, it's actually this way. Shout out to Nebraska.
Shout out to Nebraska and Miss Mika and, of course, the rest of the Tea Tribe this morning. While, you know what? I think it's time to break down what's on the docket today because everyone get your tequila shots ready. The docket is full. We're starting off with Beyonce's new Ivy Park drop, which is really, really cool. Literally cool. You'll get that when we get to that story. Also, Dale Moss responds to criticism over his split with Clare Crawley. Kelly Clarkson may be replacing Ellen. This is some interesting news in daytime TV. Also, Alpha has a new fitness feature with your favorite celebs that literally walk with you, talk with you. This is very interesting. And then Demi Lovato is making a return to acting. Some exciting news we didn't know was coming. We're also talking about new music from Cardi B, Little Uzi. Is it Uzi pronounced?
Mm-hmm.
Courtney? Verb wants to work with us. I know, I want to say Uzi, but I know it's Uzi. And then Blackpink's Rosé is teasing out new solo music. Behind the Kar Jenner gates, Scott is responding to Courtney and Travis. And then Kim posts a new pic that may refer to the Kanye and Chance video that was released yesterday. Also, Khloe reveals some inside scoop on the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This is really interesting. We hadn't heard this yet, so stick around for that. And then finally, for our OMT story of the day, we're talking about Selena Gomez's glowing words for Billie Eilish's Vanity Fair cover and the use of rare beauty in the makeup styling. So this is cool. We have honestly too much tea to spill today, so stay tuned for all of it. Courtney, are you ready to pour up that hot water and spill this tea?
You know, Alex, I was feeling like I was going to forget something today, and you know what? I didn't. So to answer your question, ma'am, yes, I am.
All right.
Bam!
Let's do it. Cheers to spilling this tea.
Cheers.
Yum, yum. All right. If you're new here, we kick off the show with You Missed It, and these are all the stories you may have missed overnight. But don't worry, Courtney and I handle all the trending tea for you. And first up, we're talking about Miss Beyonce, who is hitting the slopes. Announced yesterday on social media, Beyonce's Adidas collaboration, Ivy Park, unveiled its next drop named Icy Park. The drop is heavily winter-based with an emphasis on ski and snowboard wear. Modeling for the brand are celebrities such as Gucci Mane and Hailey Bieber, appearing in the promo ad material released on the Ivy Park accounts yesterday. Hailey is dressed out in a pink pattern crop top and bike shorts with a beanie and chunky white sneakers to finish off the ensemble. Gucci Mane appeared in an all-white tracksuit with high-top sneakers and a beanie, as well as he relaxes in the snow. This makes the third Ivy Park drop for the collab with Adidas, and as of now, dates confirming when the line will drop simply say coming soon. So what do you think of the collab, Courtney and T-Tribe, and are you going to pick up any of this new Icy Park collection?
Alex, when I first saw it, my immediate reaction was, oh my God, Beyonce's drop, and it's not music, but either way, I'm excited. That was my initial reaction. Then when I saw it, I was like, oh, and the reason why is because this is a me thing. It's not a thing that y'all should listen to or be influenced by. I personally do not like to wear white, Alex, because I am like a toddler. And so like I lean up on walls, like I run into things like wet paint, like I'm gonna try a good wet wall, like I lean on stuff. I would just look like a fingerprint paint project. However, I do want it. Like, I want the sneakers, maybe not the pants, but I definitely want those sneakers. You always need like a nice clean pair of sneakers. Oh, yeah. Very interesting choice of casting with that Hailey Bieber and Gucci Mane, though. Out of curiosity, y'all, would y'all have been okay if we saw Saweetie as part of an Ivy Park drop? I feel like Beyonce, can we get Alex, I would love to see Saweetie get a box and do like an icy girl thing, because that's
Ooh.
her icy girl. Icy girl doing
Yeah.
Icy Park. I'm here for it. But I'm here. I'm on board, and I see the vision that Beyonce was trying to get us to see for sure. You
That
gonna wear
would
that,
be a
girl?
that would be a really cool collaboration. Yeah, at first, the Hailey Bieber starring in this campaign was a little interesting to me. I mean, of course, she looks stunning, and I love that color and the outfit, but it was just an interesting duo to choose at first. But speaking of the collection, it looks awesome. I love that she did something different, took it to the slopes, something unexpected. So cool collection coming from Beyonce. Get it? Cool. One more time.
Can I shout out Mr. Makeshift, just because he's bringing up a really good point, and I want to make sure that we remember this for when something does happen. Mr. Makeshift is saying, "Oh well, Hailey is back with something positive." Yes, she is. When I asked the question, Alex, well, what is Hailey doing? Shouldn't she be modeling, or doesn't she have blah blah? She's modeling for Beyonce, and there it is. Look at that, Alex. Good news.
She really shut up all the haters with that. I mean, to star in a Beyonce campaign, good for her. Honestly, good for her. Okay, well, moving on to some relationship, ex news. Following his breakup with Bachelorette star Clare Crawley, Dale Moss is speaking out about how he was handling the flurry of activity surrounding the news. In a video posted to his Instagram stories, Dale breaks down how difficult this breakup has been for him personally and how the public attention surrounding his relationship has been hard to navigate. The majority of the video has Dale explaining that the breakup has been blown up by news outlets and fans disappointed in the outcome, but that it isn't as malicious as people would make it seem. He also says that he respects Clare enough to be open and honest with her about his feelings, which in this case happened to be no longer for her. He says in the video this, take a look.
I wanted nothing more than to make this relationship work, and I put my heart and soul into it each and every day, and I wanted nothing more than to build a healthy relationship.
So the video comes out following a series of insider accounts that maintained that Dale regretted proposing to Clare in the first place, and that the momentum of The Bachelorette put him in an awkward position, and that, many of the producers actually pressured him, felt the pressure from Clare as well. The insider said, quote, Dale felt a lot of pressure to get engaged to Clare. He felt pressured from Clare and producers, so he proposed. It seems he regrets doing it. She's a hopeless romantic, and she wanted the fairy tale ending, and she's upset it didn't work out. She was very in love, and it was real for her. She's a hopeless romantic. Everyone in her inner circle feels bad for her. So what do you think of Dale's video to fans? Do you think it comes off genuine? And how do you feel about all of this, Courtney and T-Tribe?
Before we move forward, Alex, because they're not going to let us complete the show without addressing this. Autumn is saying, good morning, Alex and Courtney. Today marks 1 year since Kobe and his daughter passed away, along with 7 others. Keep the family in your prayers. Thank you so much for reminding us of the death of Kobe and his daughter and the 7 others. We will keep them in our prayers if that's what we do. And hopefully his wife and the rest of his children are fine. When it comes back to The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and all of that, Alex, girl, Dale is full of it. I understand that the video is supposed to really make us feel something for him or make him feel like he's some sensitive soul. But at the end of the day, sis, we spoke about it right here on the Morning Tea. You were caught out with those women, okay? And ever since then, Alex, I've never really looked at this particular situation the same way. Because if you really were trying to get the public to perceive you in a certain kind of way, you would have never made that choice. We all know you go on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette to sort of get that happy ending, to get the ring, to, whatever. And it just sort of seems, to me, from the outside looking in, that he just did what he could to, make it as far as he could. And here we are. They split and he gets a podcast or a hairpiece line or whatever.
Yeah, I think at this point it's a little too late. The damage has already been done. The beginning of this relationship, the season, everything combined was not the way it was supposed to be planned. Clare ended the season early, said she was in love with Dale, but as viewers, you couldn't get on board. And then, of course, when the stuff came out that he was possibly, infidelity was going on, and there were just a lot of questions also about his intentions. So all in all, the relationship was never fully whole. and healthy as, you know, he hoped for. But I think this apology comes off, like I said, it's just a little too late. Whereas we already kind of explained where his intentions lie. And unfortunately, the bad press is not going to help his platform anymore. So he's trying to clean up the mess after the fact, but it's a little too late, Dale. And
what is he going to go on to do, Alex? You think?
Well,
like, what does he do?
He's an aspiring model, host. Like you said, a lot of the Bachelor cast goes on to have podcasts.
Alex, goodbye.
Yeah,
goodbye, Alex Shipman. No,
he's coming for your job. Be careful. He's coming for your job. Model.
Alex, this casting people of The Bachelor / Bachelorette, stop casting models and get Henry down at the supermarket and get Miss Who's That down at the mall.
Like, have a supermarket guy.
Yeah, like, you know, if I'm gonna see a show like The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, and T-Tribe, hear me out. I know I'm dramatic for the fun and the kiki of it all, but isn't it more interesting to me, from the outside looking in, not Bachelor Nation here, isn't it more interesting to people be put in a really wealthy situation with all of the glitz, the glamour, the suits, the trips, the whatever, and then actually see if once they've taken all of the money and the glitz and the cameras away that they do make it, versus putting like really conventionally attractive people together to see if two attractive people are going to work out, which we know they're not. Right? Where's the real in that?
I completely agree. Well, there's a mixture of both. We get your everyday average Joe on the show, and then we also get your aspiring models. You also know that the Bachelor franchise in general has grown so much. And like you said, everyone has a platform when they come off the show. Some of them have millions of followers just from being a cast member on the show. So the quality of people even, you know, applying to be on the cast and one of the cast members already have some sort of goal, career goal that they're looking for a lot of times and don't have the best intentions. And that's one of the things that they talk about all the time. Is he or she here for the right reasons? So we don't know. And we can now pretty much confirm Dale was not there for the right reasons. But all in all, however you feel about Claire, still don't wish, you know, a breakup for anyone. So I hope she's doing okay and can move past this. She's been engaged on Bachelor spinoffs and in general. She's been engaged. I think this was her third time. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. It may be only her second, but at least two between Dale and she Bachelor Winter Games. She already got proposed to twice.
Well, she's only allowed at this point, Alex, a 30-minute, I'm getting married, this is the last time, and then she gets married. This has to be the one that is like the final. She's having babies, she's getting married, she's starting the cookware line. Like, that has to be it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the dead horse.
Well, sending love her
shout
way.
out to Amanda. We see you, and we're giving you that thumbs up.
Other TV news, because Kelly Clarkson may be replacing Ellen as the talk show queen. Network executives are considering moving the Kelly Clarkson show to the coveted 3 p.m. time slot currently held by, of course, the Ellen DeGeneres show. Ellen has been bleeding viewers ever since her workplace scandal dominated news over the summer. Even last month, Ellen continued to drop in viewership, reaching a new all-time season low of 900,000 viewers. That's crazy. Ellen's contract currently has 1 year left, and the network is already beginning talks about what will happen when that expires. Because Ellen owns the rights to her show, replacing her on the show itself, however, would be difficult even if her producing partners want to keep the time slot. Kelly, however, has been skyrocketing to the top of daytime talk shows. She currently has the time slot directly after Ellen, and with the direction that things are moving in, she may be either taking the time slot or replacing Ellen altogether. So we've talked about this battle between talk show queens before. This sounds as if moves are finally being made to decide who will remain standing on daytime TV. So, Courtney and T-Tribe, what do you think about all this news? And do you think Kelly will actually replace the Ellen show?
Firstly, let me say this. I'm not usually the person that's like, this person should lose their job. Because I mean, even though Ellen certainly could, you know, do what she can do with that wallet. It's not. It's embarrassing, to know that you're going to be replaced or hear the talks of that. It's out in the news. Like Ellen knows that. Kourtney and Alex are geeking about it. To answer the actual question, I think that Kelly definitely has what it takes, Alex. That talk about Kelly replacing Ellen has sort of been around since before the show even had a debut. So
right.
Here's the thing. Ellen's whole thing was like being kind, right? And that's her whatever. I almost kind of feel like Ellen was a very commercialized version of kindness and niceness. And I feel like Kelly, her version of niceness and kindness is organic and real and something a little bit more accessible today. I feel like I might be bored watching the Ellen show with my mom, but I feel like, girl, you turn the lights out, put a LED light up, and get the karaoke going. You could have a good hour of your time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Kelly's fun, and it doesn't feel controlled or contrived. It's a good time. She's got it.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've spoken about this many times. Kelly is authentic. She's very genuine. She's fun-loving. She kicks it off with a cover. She performs. I mean, the girl has it all. And she's also the girl next door. So when you listen to her interviewing people, I mean, oftentimes she kind of lovingly, flubs on her words, and you just kind of relate to her very well. And I think that's what viewers love about her. This is no surprise to me. It's unfortunate what's going on with the Ellen show, as being a fan for so long, but I think it may be that time. It may be that time where Kelly will take over that slot, because unfortunately the mantra of be kind was tainted, and it's hard to come back from that. So I understand. I think she'd be a great choice.
I want to ask you, Alex, we have an intro to Sheila. Sheila is saying, do you think management knew about the Ellen drama? Do you think management knew about Ellen drama can be problematic, so they got Kelly's show started and got her on the path to take over just in case it came out? I think that is certainly a Kourtney move. I certainly would do that if I were on Ellen's team and my money was at stake and my salary was getting shaken potentially. I would certainly be, Kelly, all right, get that bag, girl, pack the boots. So, I mean, it's definitely possible. I can't say like, yeah, they knew, but it certainly worked out well.
Yes. Well, listen to something else that's working out well. Apple has just added a new feature to its Apple Watch line that brings the celebrities to your wrist and your ears. The new feature, called Time to Walk, allows users to engage in a, quote, inspiring new audio walking experience for the Fitness Plus service for the tech giant is debuting. The feature allows the user to walk with some of their favorite celebrities as the stars discuss their career, family, and all aspects of their lives. Some of the notable talent included in the startup of the service includes Dolly Parton and Shawn Mendes, who you can stroll along with as you get your reps in. New episodes with various artists will appear in the Apple Workout app every Monday through the end of April. Does this new feature sound interesting to you, Kourtney, or T-Tribe? What do you think?
No. Alex, I don't know what you do when you walk. If you walk, girl, sometimes I don't even feel like walking to the computer. I don't want to walk in here, Shawn Mendes, talk about nothing. No shade, Shawn, but you ain't talking about nothing, sis. I might be more inclined to get a Kiki with Dolly, but I just like y'all, this don't sound like a podcast. Like, y'all don't want to hear, like, you might as well run and have Kourtney and Alex going and just keep the YouTube window open and listen to us Kiki then instead. That's how I feel, honestly. That's dumb to me. I don't think that was an innovative concept when we have so many other ways in content. Like, I don't care about, Shawn and what he does in the gym, or if he's going to talk.
Yeah. Oh, no. You still there, Kourtney? Oh no, I think we lost Kourtney. But to his point, I agree. I don't know if this is necessarily a new kind kind of idea or feature. I think they repackaged the idea of a podcast and kind of mixed it with a little fitness and was like, this is a great idea. I appreciate kind of redirecting a similar idea because they know it works. I agree with Courtney as well about the Dolly Parton part of it. I think I mentioned before, I watched the Dolly Parton documentary on Netflix, and she's an icon. She is such a boss lady, super just charming and funny and entertaining. So I would love to take a walk with Dolly and listen. T-Tribe, let us know in the chat who you would love to take a walk with, have a little fitness, and just learn about their lives a little bit more. Shawn Mendes is an interesting choice. I know maybe they were speaking towards a specific demographic, but I think Dolly Parton has a lot more of a life to talk about and more experience. Not to say Shawn doesn't, but who else? Let us know in the chat what you think. And hopefully soon, Courtney will be back to tell us who else you would want to listen to. Some other people I think would be cool to listen to that have great voices, like Denzel Washington, or like someone that truly narrates movies that we know so well. You definitely want someone soothing, but also entertaining. What do we think? Wesley, that's very true. I would love to walk around the block with J-Lo. Have a little, sing a little, dance a little, learn about life in the Bronx. I'd love to hear all about that. What else? Who else? Karen loves Dolly. Mr. Makeshift says, I picked Shawn because we're like the same age. Very cool. So you'd like to listen to Shawn. Cool. Brandy D, Morgan Freeman. That's a good one. Courtney, hello. Welcome back. We are just talking about
Alex. I'm back, and I want to say a special message is I want to hear Alex Schiffman as I walk around the block. Alex, teach me how to be the best host that I can be and give me all of the hottest hosting tips to be the best presenter in LA. Bam. Apple, write the contract. 500K, Alex Schiffman. We need it. Bam.
Kiss bro. Let's make that money for me and do this. But no, besides me, that's very sweet. Who else would you like to take a walk with around the block? Any celebrity? Maybe Nikki?
Lizzo. Nikki, yes, would be good, but she's got Apple Radio, girl. I will watch any episode. Of Queen Radio. I'll watch Queen Radio as I walk. Lizzo would be good because Lizzo is going to be inspiring and like really jazz us up. Lizzo, it should have been Lizzo and Dolly Parton instead of Shawn and Dolly Parton, I think. Apple, y'all fumbled that one, but try again. Maybe for the summer.
All right. Well, speaking of someone who's trying again, Demi Lovato is returning to television, Courtney. Variety is reporting that Demi is attached to the upcoming NBC comedy Hungry, a show following a group of friends in a food issues support group as they help each other look for love, success, and the perfect thing in the fridge that's going to make it all better. This will be the first full show Demi has done since her Disney days on Sunny with a Chance. While Hungry is only committed to a pilot at this time, the buzz surrounding the show has already started. Part of the excitement surrounding the show comes from Demi's own struggles with bulimia in the past, and she was very open about that and how that experience may influence the storylines in the new show. Demi spoke to Ellen last March about that time in her life, saying, quote, "My life, I just felt was so, and I hate to use this word, but I felt it was controlled by so many people around me. If I was in my hotel room at night, they would take the phone out of the hotel room so I couldn't call room service. Or if there was fruit in my hotel room, they would take it out because that's extra sugar. We're not talking about like brownies and cookies and candies and stuff. It was fruit." So Hungry already sounds as if it will be a bit tongue-in-cheek while dealing with serious issues, but whether it will ever truly make it to air remains to be seen. So Courtney, what do you think of this show and Demi being attached to it?
Alex, I feel like I'm stuck in the middle with this. The reason why is because, one, I'm glad that Demi Lovato is working. Two, I'm glad that she's working and she's back on TV. But where I get a little bit, my tummy's upset, is the subject of the show. Because I'm just not sure, depending on how it is, because we haven't seen a trailer, we don't know what it looks like or anything, but it
Right.
has the chance to trigger some people, obviously, when you speak about things like eating disorders and things like that. And then don't you feel, or I'll say I feel sometimes like Demi is such an easy target with stuff like that. So even if this is like a positive message, which I'm sure it will, there will come so much of the, well, Demi, you're triggering people that have issues with food and blah, 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 blah. I don't want that to happen with her because
Right.
people love to
Right.
nitpick with Demi because a lot of the time she reacts, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wishing her the best, Alex. You know, I
Mhm.
want this to succeed. I
Right.
need a cast. I need a trailer. I need to know the tone of the show. Is it going to be like Glee kind of humor where it's a little sarcastic, where we can all kind of like make fun of ourselves in one way or another? Or is it going to be something else? We'll have to see. What do you
Right.
think, teacher?
That's very true. You know, it's exciting for Demi that she's returning to television. You know, that is kind of where she started, especially where she gained a lot of her celebrity from being on Sunny with a Chance on the Disney Channel. I want to shout out Brittany to your point, Courtney. She's asking, "Are you afraid that it might trigger her?" And I'm sure that is some, is a valid concern. Whether is this too close to home? They say that it may have a comedic side to it, but also, of course, we don't wish that. And she said herself that she has grown so much and she's in a much better place. So maybe it is, the right time to be able to talk about this stuff and show her growth. But that is a concern. Do you feel it too close to home?
I want to shout out to Lois Speaks. Lois Speaks is saying it's a show that comes with a trigger warning. I'm so over people watching things on touchy topics, then getting upset over the content. I mean, as long as it comes with a trigger warning, you have some people, Loa, that may only see clips online. You got to think this show is not only going to stay on, a streaming service or on a network or what have you. You guys, this is going to be all over Twitter. It's going to be on Instagram. People might cut clips of it and put it on TikTok. So depending on what the content is, we don't know what it is specifically just yet, what it's going to sound like or what the jokes will be. There's just a chance, and not everything in life comes with a trigger warning. So that's not the world we live in. In fact, that's very recent.
and a lot of the criticism that's coming is always, we may be jumping the gun, until you see an episode, it's hard to make a full kind of comment on it, so to speak. But all in all, at least, it's positive that Demi is coming back to television because I'm sure her fans are excited to see that. So we will stay tuned to see the show. But until then, we have some new music news coming from Cardi B. Cardi B is reportedly getting ready to drop new music. A music industry insider close to Page Six told the publication that they have heard a banging new track from the WAP rapper. The source went on to say that the single was definitely a club song and that it has a lot of energy. That certainly sounds like Cardi, of course. Fans have been waiting for new music from Cardi B ever since last year. Her sophomore album is expected to drop sometime this year as well. Last December, Cardi told fans that 2021 would be a year full of new music and the fans can expect it soon. She said, quote, "Not in 9 months or whatever, but very effing soon," in perfect Cardi fashion. She said on one of her Instagram lives, "Are you excited for the possibility of new Cardi music?" Courtney and T-Tribe.
What I am interested in seeing. Oh, well, good morning, Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. Amanda's hype. And Amanda is also saying, without saying, to like this video. You know what I'm saying? Share with your friends, especially if you love Billie Eilish, because we love her too. Honestly, I'm interested to see if the song is going to be solo, Alex. We know that Cardi had put out press, and press didn't make the splash that I'm sure both Cardi and her label were expecting, and they got that with WAP. But there was assistance on that record in the form of Megan Thee Stallion, as well as the pop culture impact of the music video. I don't think that WAP would have had the same kind of impact if the video were not released. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see if this will be a solo Cardi banger, an undeniable hit with a video to match. Like the video can't be a 10 out of 10 and the song be a 4. You get what I'm saying? Our attention span isn't that short, you know? We're only going to click play on what we want to hear, not exactly always what we want to see.
Yeah, I'm excited, of course. Huge Cardi fan, love that she's coming out with new music. I know fans are highly anticipating this, with the excitement and kind of the whole culture change with WAP. It's got to be good, and we know she can do it. But like you said, it'll be interesting to see whether it's a solo single or if she'll have another collaboration with someone.
It's got to be solo, Alex. It has to be.
Yeah.
It's too many other features that she has either been on, like she's been on that have not. So now it's like show and prove time. We know you can do it with a girl. We know you could do it with like a friend on it. We know you could say something memorable in the midst of a lot of other stuff happening on the song. But when the focus is exclusively you, we have to see it now and show us that I like it and Bodak, not just, you know, from a great album, right?
Right. All right. Well, speaking of collabs, one song down and already getting flooded with collaboration requests. Amanda Bynes, of course, dropped a rap song last week called Diamonds with her fiance. We discussed the background behind her transition to music and that she was rapping as a fun activity to get her through the pandemic. But nothing really more. Well, it looks as if she caught the attention of some big names already. Lil Uzi Vert posted that he was interested in working with Amanda to his Twitter account yesterday. He wrote this, quote, "I want to work with Amanda Bynes. She better hit that Amanda, please, on my shit." It's a 158-second song, and she already has the industry calling. Do you think a collab is likely, Courtney and T-Tribe? Or do you think that this is just not something that's going to happen?
I'm here for it just because I know that it's irritating to people that Amanda is doing whatever she wants to do and she's fine now. I'm here for it. Brittany is saying, who's Lil Uzi Vert? Lil Uzi Vert is a painfully, aggressively popular rapper. He doesn't do a lot of pop features like DaBaby, so that's why maybe some people may not be aware. But he's very, very, very popular. He's one of my favorite rappers and my little brother's too. I want Amanda on a Lil Uzi song immediately. I want him to sample her going, "Amanda, please," and see how he can work that into production. Alex, I don't know what I would do if we got the news that the world was healthy enough after we've already been paid to stay home and we could re-enter the club. And I walked through the doors of insert club here and I heard "Amanda, please" over the speakers. I don't know what I would do. Would I just burst into flames? Who knows? I love it. As long as it's not Amanda's in jail hurting herself or tattooing her eye sockets, I'm here for it. If it's going to get her a bag, which I'm sure she might need, I'm here for it. Positive Amanda stuff, 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up.
Listen, if the goal is to have fun, you know, collaborating with another artist, another rapper is going to be more fun. So like you said, positive news coming from Amanda Bynes is always good to see. And I can definitely see it happening. Like he saw an opportunity. He's like, yes, that's the next thing. And
they both got face tattoos.
It may come out next week. So stay tuned. Speaking of something coming out, Blink are going wild for this latest news. Announced yesterday via social media, BLACKPINK's Rosé teased out a new solo project coming soon. The group's official page tweeted out a clip for the new music along with, quote, "Rosé coming soon teaser. Get a first preview of Rosé's solo project at 2021 BLACKPINK The Show. Don't forget to join membership and watch the show." The preview is set to release with BLACKPINK's The Show stream on January 31st, a live event from the group's fans on YouTube who have subscribed as a member on their page. BLACKPINK's label YG Entertainment has announced that all 4 members will be releasing solo work this year, although Jennie is currently the only one who has dropped a track yet. Rosé's upcoming single will be the second. So are you excited for new music from BLACKPINK's Rosé? And what do you think of, you know, the girls going solo?
Shout out, firstly, good morning, Blinks, if you're here. I'm excited for this, Alex.
Yeah.
I understand that YG is trying, and YG is like their management, group, company, whatever. It makes sense for them to sort of not split the girls up, right? Because like in America, when we hear like this person's going solo, it's like, oh no, the group is gonna break up, or it's on the way to breaking
Right.
up. But in K-pop, a lot of the times when a group member goes solo, or the group breaks up into like subsets, like two members might work together on a project, it's to make money. They may take like the two most popular and give them a smangle, and next thing you know, rain on me in terms of the coins. So I know there's a plan, but it feeds the fans. Like we win. And after hearing that little snippet, the little preview, the little video, girl, I'm here for Miss Rosé. It sounds completely different from what Blackpink usually puts out, and so I'm interested.
Right. Yeah, no, the snippet sounds great. It's very different, like you said, from the usual kind of music we hear from Blackpink. And I think it's really cool that they're supporting their individual careers as well, because like you said, in America, that's very kind of not shunned upon because everyone, most usually provides a statement like really support them, really excited for them. But we know that there's a lot of times a solo career stems from a breakup or someone wanting to just kind of create their own lane. But this is cool that it's coming from Blackpink's Twitter handle, and that the band, it's only going to help, if each member is doing really well solo, someone that has never heard Blackpink may hear Rosé's song and may come for that. So that's another marketing tactic too.
I'm just excited that in the chat, y'all are like, oh my God, Blackpink. Like Christina is in the chat. Christina Bustamante is like, blinks are here. Cindy is saying there's probably no jealousy in that group. And it does appear, although I have not seen their documentary, which is very much on my list because I meant to do that. The second it came out and girl, I was busy. But I imagine that there's no jealousy because all of the girls are winners. They know it, the blinks know it, and the music speaks for itself.
100%. Well, speaking of winners, let's get into our favorite winning family. It's time for our dinner tea time, Courtney. So beep beep, you're at the gates. Let me in. We have to talk about our Quad Jenner tea time.
Alrighty, if you guys are all set for all of the tea from behind the Car Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Car Jenner tea time! Hello to everyone in my studio, which is no one, just myself.
Yes. All right. So first up, we are talking about Scott Disick, who has responded to the Kourtney and Travis Barker romance news. Didn't take long because we spoke yesterday about Kourtney and Travis Barker officially becoming a couple, and now Scott is reacting to the news. A source close to Scott spoke to E! News about his feelings regarding the new couple. The source said, quote, Scott has been around Travis on several occasions and thinks he's a great guy. He's really happy for Kourtney and is not surprised they are dating. Kourtney spent a lot of time with Travis, and it's not shocking to him that they developed a romantic relationship. As long as the kids are in a healthy situation and Kourtney's in a good place, then Scott is happy for them. So while it's early days and Scott has a lot of time to spark some drama regarding the new relationship, it's a good sign that he's on board for now. Scott isn't the only Kar Jenner to approve of Kourtney's relationship. A source close to the family said that they like Travis and trust him with Kourtney. So what do you think of Scott's reaction, Kourtney and T-Tribe, and do you think that this relationship will last?
It makes sense that Scott responded, you guys. And the reason why is because I'm sure the media is hounding him trying to get a response. And it needed to be a positive kind of response, Alex, because if not, it would be bad for him and Amelia. Imagine if your significant other, anyway, you're with your significant other and they're upset that their ex has moved on. What you worried about? You imagine that? Could you imagine that, T-Tribe, Alice? What you worried about? That's supposed to be old new. You could hit the dough, Jack. It makes sense to me, and I'm glad that he responded the way that he did. It shows, I guess, maturity. And Scott don't want them problems. He got to sell that talentless merch. He's still trying to get my coin. So He is. They send the text messages, Alex. You left something in your cart.
Ooh, talentless. No, it was a very mature response for him for sure. I think there has been a lot of growth. I know that people will forever want them to get back together. But at the end of the day, you know, Scott's with someone. Kourtney's now with Travis. I think Scott's probably happy that, you know, it is someone that is stable and, you know, has their own life independent of Kourtney's, he's a father. There are a lot of great qualities about him. They had a previous relationship. It's no shock to him. So it's not as kind of like intimidating or shocking because he's kind of been around in their circles. So I think this is great news. And we'll see.
Would they ever do a show, Alex, you think? Kourtney and Travis? And would it be something that Kourtney fans, would y'all be interested in that and seeing without the family too tough? Just that if it worked out, like down the line, not like right now, but like a year or two from now.
Kardashian - Barkers. Keeping up with
you never know. Kourtney playing some drums, girl.
Kourtney's on tour with Blink-182. Totally different.
That's a plot twist I'm here for. I will become a Kourtney stan overnight. Kourtney, bring back Bamboozle and Warped Tour. Girl, I'll stand overnight. And Pooch can have all my money. Pooch, not Pooch.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, let's move on to some other news coming from the Kar-Jenner family, because we spoke yesterday about the recent leaked video of Kanye blowing up at Chance the Rapper over the summer. Now fans are speculating as to whether Kim has jumped into the mix. So posting to her Instagram yesterday, Kim showed off a photo of herself and what happens to be a smashed cake next to her. Her hands, her hair, and her dress is covered in frosting after apparently smashing the cake herself. She captioned the photo, quote, "Don't be messy." So Kim posted the pic just hours after the Kanye video was dropped, lacking any tags or branding. Fans are wondering if Kim's post was referring to the drama kicked up by the video's release. Many are also wondering if the leaked video is a part of an upcoming documentary that details the making of Kanye's album Donda, yet to be released. Watermarks on the video show a Yeezy TV logo in the corner, so perhaps this exchange was filmed for Kanye and his projects. So do you think Kim was referring to the video with her latest post, or are fans just doing too much here?
I think it could be a little bit of both, Alex and T-Tribe, honestly. I'm thinking that it was put up as a message, but also so that it could also be perceived as like, oh, well, she's just playing in some cake. It's interesting about the fact that Damon Dash and Kanye are or were, I believe that they are still very close, and that this came out because, like I've been saying, it's so one-sided in terms of the divorce. So maybe. I'm curious about the potential documentary because what is Kanye's side of the story? I know, girl, he has said some messed up stuff, and I know there are some people that are like, girl, run for the hills, but I'm just curious. Maybe not so much of what Kanye has seen, but from Kanye's point of view, why is this relationship deteriorating? Because, you know, we're going to see that if it comes out. We're going to see the music and the yelling at Chance, whatever. Who cares? Whatever. What happened when y'all was in that car crying and the paparazzi caught y'all? Where's that? Where's that day? We don't need to see the moment, but like, where's that day leading up to?
You think that will be involved in the documentary?
If Kanye is not controlling what gets filmed, I think that a lot could make the documentary. I think that the footage could exist. Not saying we will see it, but these are the things that I'm looking for. I want to see that day. Maybe not Kim even showing up. Same thing with Justin. What happened? When these guys show up, what is the state that Kanye's in? Because we only see pictures.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I think a lot of fans are looking for that. Maybe we will get it, but back to the photo, do you think it has anything to do with that, or do you think Kim is just...
I think that it is I think it's a very cryptic response that is veiled as a regular social media something. Because Kim can be messy. Not in a negative way, but she's not one to run away from the mess, you know?
Yeah. I agree. I think she probably already had this photo kind of stocked, and she added the clever caption, and it could have a double meaning. It could mean nothing. But it was interesting timing. Let's say that.
I'm going to take this shot, girl. I need that, girl. Trying to figure out what Kim is going.
Cheers. Let's do this. Let's cheers to
girl.
our
to tequila.
Next news. Woohoo! Okay. So Khloe Kardashian appeared on the Kelly Clarkson show yesterday and spilled some tea on the early seasons of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Kelly asked Khloe what it was like starting the show when they did, especially since they never would have known that it would blow up the way that it did. Khloe explained that when they started, no one expected much from them, and that the network had warned the family that they were really just filling up a dead air time. Can you imagine if a network said that to you? She went on to say that the lack of expectations actually helped them in the end make a better show. Khloe said this, quote, or actually take a look.
Yeah.
And I actually really appreciate that, because we were just thinking, oh, we're not going to have a season 2. Let's just film. It's fun. Let's just be ourselves.
So Khloe goes on to say that without anyone to fake anything and having to be more on the fly, it made the show better in the long run. What do you think of Khloe's statements to Kelly, and how do you think the show changed from, you know, those beginning on the fly episodes to the much more produced and thought out storylines we have today?
When I heard about this, Alex, it just made me think that it really goes to show how far giving someone a chance goes. You really don't think you really don't think about how you could change someone's life just by cracking the door. This wasn't even like a full-on, like, y'all have made it. Like, Ryan wasn't, and welcome to the E. It was very like, all right, y'all, like, hurry up and shoot this because they're letting me do this. Like, and that's the coolest thing about it, was that Ryan took a chance on this whatever pilot, and look how it blew up. It turned into robberies, scandals, brothels, KKW beauty, lips, Tyga. Like, it has really spawned, like, I wonder what Ryan thinks about at night. Like, not in terms of like his own life, but when it comes to that, like, does he ever like sit back in like a cabana? I imagine a very expensive, exclusive one, girl. He's just like, damn, I did the damn thing on that. Now bring me another drink. Like, I would love to do that, because it's so crazy to think.
It is crazy to think. And I have those moments about Ryan Seacrest all the time. I have those like wow moments where I'm like, Ryan Seacrest is the executive producer of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, or wow, you know, he got his kind of break on American Idol. I have those moments about his life, so I hope he does, because that'd be weird if I'm the only one thinking about it.
It only takes like one show or one song or one viral TikTok. You only need just one shot, you know? So shout out to Ryan and the shot givers of the world, because I hope to be in the kind of position that he's been in to give that opportunity to others one day.
Very true. And it's also interesting to learn that that's kind of where their story began and what they have grown to be, and what the Kardashian brand, Kardashian Jenner brand has become. Like you said, it's just, it's very interesting to learn that. This is a piece of news we didn't, really know. We thought they were interesting and entertaining, and, they had enough surrounding them of, celebrity. But like you said, just one chance. That's all you need.
Just one.
One shot. One opportunity.
All right, Eminem. Girl!
All right. Enough rapping on this Tequila Tuesday. Let's get into our own tea story of the day. We're talking about Selena Gomez. So, of course, T-Tribe, get those crowns in the chat if you're a Selenator, because she's gushing over Billie Eilish's recent Vanity Fair cover. Posting to her Instagram story yesterday, Selena shared the new March cover featuring Billie. She was also extremely excited that Billie was wearing her rare beauty products for the shoot. So Selena wrote, quote, "Icon at Billie Eilish is wearing rare beauty on the cover of Vanity Fair. Low-key freaking out. You look stunning." So this is not the first time that Selena has been impressed by Billie Eilish either. Back in April, she talked to Zane Lowe about her recent At Home With Apple Music playlist, talked about Billie's music on her list. She was especially taken by the song Everything I Ever Wanted. Selena admitted, quote, "First, I'll say just the understanding she has. Even her song, Zanny, she already knows. She's so aware of what this industry can be and become. And when I heard that song, I just sobbed because I've been doing this for so long. And it's like, damn, that's so true. There's so many moments where I was just like, oh, it doesn't matter who you are. There are moments in my life that's like, is this it? She deserved every single thing she got and has. She's an amazing, amazing artist." So what do you think of Selena fangirling over Billie Eilish? And do you think we may see a collab in the near future?
I loved Selena's comments about Billie. I really like Billie is very much ahead of her years. I almost feel like she's like 40, like just stuck in like a young person's body, just in terms of the wisdom she appears to give off at times. It's not constant because she's still very young, but you can see it kind of like turn on and off in interviews. I'm like, that little girl with the green hair, like, you know? So I thought it was a cool moment, and I'm glad that she was wearing Rare Beauty. I think that she looked great, and I think that she's a great sort of person to wear Selena's brand, because I feel like Billie sort of represents like a really polished misfit. You know how in the 90s, girl, a misfit had a kind of like a grungy kind of look, but nowadays it's way more polished. It has a different look today. And I'm glad that Selena sort of sent that salute to Billie, and I would love for them to work together. Not before Taylena, but that definitely has to be coming. Selena and Billie, I need that.
Yeah, I agree. To echo your point, Rare Beauty emphasizes that it's makeup made to feel good in without hiding what makes you unique. And we know Billie Eilish is someone that is so unique. She's a stunning girl. I mean, her eyes, her features. Billie Eilish is a very, very beautiful girl. And I think a lot of times that's overshadowed by the green hair and the baggy clothes and the rest we look for. So to really just see her beautiful face rocking Rare Beauty, which is supposed to be so natural and, kind of honoring women that are unique, I think is cool. I also appreciate the fact, and I have to bring this up, we know that Billie Eilish is a huge Justin Bieber fan, and it's really cool that she's one of the only celebrities that can be on good terms with both of them, and it's not an issue. Do you know what I mean? Like, she can support both, be recognized, and I really like that about her, because of course people want to always celebrities to take sides, and it doesn't have to be like that. You can appreciate everyone, and so I like that message as well.
It very much appears as though Billie is just nice to people who are nice to her, and I am the same kind of person, so I get it, Alex. I want to shout out Yamilex, and they're saying, love that Selena doesn't just talk about supporting other women, she actually does it. It's beautiful, and I agree. Selena didn't have to say anything at all about Billie, but her comments, I thought, were just very supportive, like you said. So good job, Selena, and good job, Billie.
Wonderful. All right, well, on that note, that's all the tea we have to spill today, but don't worry, we will be back tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, for What Wesley Say Wednesday, to spill a little tea and, of course, hear what Wesley has to say about it. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're an after sipper, we'd love to read them. And Courtney, if they want more of you after the show, where can they find you?
If you want more of me after the tea, you can follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I have my own podcast and individual YouTube channel. Just take my name right there, type it up top. Everything comes right up. Where can they find you, Shiftman?
Find me on all social media platforms as well, just like my name, at Alex Schiffman. And it's time to wash this tea off our hands. Everyone stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow morning. And Courtney, take us away.
Before I take us all away, April is saying, here, have some cash. I'm all hyped up on coffee and celebrity gossip. Thanks. And thank you, April, and the rest of the teachers.
Thank you, April.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash your hands, Lee. yo, you better wash your hands in sand, man. You better wash your hands.